After the great flood, the slime that covered the earth produced an extremely fertile plain. Good and bad things were created, one of the bad being a great python that terrorized the earth. Apollo, the god of music, poetry, and medicine, as well as archery, was able to kill this monster with a bow and arrow. In recognition of the event, he was made a beech leaf crown, which was worn in antiquity to symbolize victories and triumphs. After the celebration, he noticed Cupid playing with his bow and arrows and said, "What have you to do with warlike weapons, saucy boy? Leave them for hands worthy of them. Behold, the conquest I have won by means of them over the vast serpent who stretched his poisonous body over acres of the plain. Be content with your torch, child, and kindle up your flames, as you call them, where you will, but presume not to meddle with my weapons." Cupid responded,
"Your arrows may strike all things else, Apollo, but mine shall strike you."
Then Cupid readied 2 of his arrows, one gold-tipped to excite love, and the other lead-tipped to repel it. The gold arrow hit Apollo right in the heart, and he immediately fell in love with the daughter of the river god Peneus. She was a forest nymph, and her sister was Diana, the goddess of the hunt. She had a mind for the outdoors like her sisters, but now she hated the thought of getting married. She asked her father, "Dearest father, grant me this favor that I may always remain unmarried, like Diana." He agreed and said, "Your own face will forbid it." Apollo wasn't far behind and hounded her around endlessly. She was fast, given her family heritage, but Apollo would never give up this chase. When he got within earshot, he said, "Stay, daughter of Peneus, I am not a foe. Do not fly me as a lamb flies the wolf, or a dove the hawk. It is for love I pursue you. You make me miserable, for fear you should fall and hurt yourself on these stones, and I should be the cause. Pray, run slower, and I will follow slower. I am no clown, no rude peasant. Jupiter is my father, and I am lord of Delphos and Tenedos, and know all things, present and future. I am the god of song and the lyre. My arrows fly true to the mark, but alas, an arrow more fatal than mine has pierced my heart. I am the god of medicine, and know the virtues of all healing plants. Alas, I suffer a malady that no balm can cure." He followed her on the wings of love, and she on those of fear. Soon she could feel his breath on her hair as he got closer. As her strength started leaving her body, she called to her father and said, "Help me, Peneus. Open the earth to enclose me, or change my form, which has brought me into this danger." Suddenly, a stiffness seized all her limbs. Her chest began to be enclosed in a tender bark. Her hair became leaves, her arms became branches, her feet were rooted in the ground. Her face became a treetop, with nothing of her remaining but her beauty. Apollo was shocked at the sight and still never gave up loving her. He said, "You shall assuredly be my tree. I will wear you for my crown. I will decorate with you my harp and my quiver. And when the great Roman conquerors lead up the triumphal pomp to the Capitol, you shall be woven into wreaths for their brows. And as eternal youth is mine, you also shall be always green, and your leaf know no decay." Thereafter, Apollo took the laurel leaf crown as his own, and Greek and Roman heroes and victors of antiquity carried on this tradition in honor of Apollo's victory and loss.